was on the plane 5 hours.
You were sitting on the plane for 5 hours?
5 hours waiting for the other plane to come.
What do you even call that area? Tarmac? Is that what it's called? I'm a football coach, so I don't know what that word means.
I don't know. It was a fiasco, but hey, we stuck it out, shown through adversity, came down here, we got a win on the road.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Inside the Huddle presented by Network Health. Pleased to be joined by a first-time guest host, Packers rookie defensive lineman Barryn Sorrell. Barryn, before we get to the craziness of that trip, how's your rookie season been so far?
Man, it's been good. It's been a blessing. I mean, just being out there, being able to compete with these guys on the team, like it's been pretty special. And these memories, I mean, it's been really good. Let's get to the game. Obviously, kind of a wild 36-hour span. You hear about the plane delay, and then you guys don't take the lead until less than 2 minutes left in the game. Ultimately win 27-23. You moved to 4-1-1. What did you like most about how you guys played, especially in the second half? I'd say just the way we finished. I mean, it's hard to win in this league, and I mean, it's a week-to-week league. So, I mean, just coming down to the situation at the end of the game, like, I mean, defense needing to get that stop and then going out there and being part of that. I mean, I feel like we took pride in that, especially as a defensive line that week, just putting emphasis on getting to the passer and affect them in any type of way. And I feel like we did that really good.
I think you guys have talked about how you wanted to finish better. Do you feel like you guys definitely did that?
Yeah, I mean, getting put in that situation, having to go out there in 2-minute mode. I mean, no timeouts. I mean, it's just it's a grind. I mean, you going out there like. I mean, at that point, it's just, I mean, it comes down to, you know, the will, I feel like, of us, especially up front. Like, I mean, you out there competing, trying to make a play, and then, I mean, Micah gets the sack right there, takes the timeout. Like, that's like a really big, that's a really big play. I mean, and I mean, anybody that knows football knows that. So, just coming out and finishing like that, I mean, that's definitely a good thing to end the game on.
We heard everybody talking about the plane delay. Walk me through that. What was that like?
Man, that was different for me. I mean, I don't even know. We was on the plane for like you said, like 5 hours. I mean, it just every single. I mean, I watched every college football game that day. We just played a lot of card games, a lot of team bonding. Let's just say that. A lot of team bonding. 5 hours worth. So between that, getting in late, but I mean, like Tuck said, just being able to come out on top of that and get the win. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely. Let's hear from the guys after the win.
I can't say enough about our guys. Just from the moment we got on the trip, nothing seemed to go right. To in game, there was a lot of things that didn't go right, but the guys kept battling, and that's what it takes in this league. And it's encouraging that we haven't played our best ball.
We're not going to apologize for winning the league because wins, come hard. But being able to, lock in, focus, like I said, we didn't put together the perfect game, so we still out there fighting for that perfect game. But just to see that finish, and like I said, I told the guys, man, we put too much time throughout the week, man. We should be confident flying around, and we work so hard. We got to have fun. And then when opportunities that you practice come the game, we got to be there and make those plays.
Player of the game obviously goes, you mentioned it, Micah Parsons, a career-high 3-sack performance, a key sack late in the fourth quarter of Jacoby Brissett, an incredible performance for number one.
And that's what separates me. She was talking about like the ability to go to the second move, not being stopped on the first move. So just the resiliency. You got to be able to understand, like, people don't want to keep playing best 2-3 seconds. That's what I tell you guys. That's the hunt. That's the being a predator. That's about keep going, regardless of not failing the first time. You got to eat those. So that's just the mindset. Whether it's chip, whether I know it's going to be chip, whether I don't know it's chip, whether I know it's going to be full slide, I got to rush the same because I got to tell you, I don't know when those opportunities are going to come. So when I'm out there, I'm going 100% every time and that's what just happened today. I was going 100% and I got my opportunities.
You were right by Micah on that last sack. What are you seeing from him, especially how he just wrecked the game in the second half?
I mean, like you said, he's a game wrecker. I feel like everybody knew that the second we got him, and I'm just blessed and I'm thankful to be in a room with him and people like Rashawn Gary as well, just to be able to learn from them as a young guy. I mean, I know it's just going to take my game to a whole nother level because he pushes me every single day, and I get to learn from him in the film room and compete with him during practice. So it's just been great, and he's a really good leader, a good competitor, and a really good teammate.
What have you picked up, like little things from him?
Man, I'll just say, I mean, just the way he attacks rushing the passer. I mean, that's obviously the the big thing about his game and like what he can bring to a game, and that's something that I'm also trying to work on, and just being able to learn from him, the way he looks at things, the way I mean, at the end of the day, I like his mentality. Like you said, like regardless of the slide, like we've been getting a lot of different protections this year, different chips or whatever, but you just got to keep hunting, and I think that's been the main thing I've been kind of learning from him, just how to deal with these different types of protections and everything when it's not just straight up one-on-ones.
Yeah, and it was nice that he was one-on-ones a couple of times for Micah there at the end of that game. All right, time now for our Associated Bank play of the game. No bigger play, 4th and 2 with 2.5 minutes to go. Packers trail by 4. Matt LaFleur initially sent the kicking unit out, changed his mind, brought the offense back on the field. Love hit Tucker Kraft to move the sticks.
Scared money don't make money. So, like, sometimes you got to shoot.
For Matt to decide to go for that right there in that situation, to have that confidence in the offense for us to go make a play, and then for us to go out there and do it. You know, it's one of those decisions that, you know, it's going to suck if we don't get it, but when you do, it pays off like that when we go out there and get the win. So it was big time, big time play by Tuck to go out there and get that, and then obviously to finish it off with a touchdown was huge.
I got a $200 million quarterback that I trust, and that's what he go do. So, you know, when you playing opposite of 10, RG like, oh, they going for it. Get out, sit back down. You got to trust. So I got trust in J Love, Matt, those guys that understand, and we practice those situations all the time.
Were you by him when he said that to RG, saying sit back down? That was the Associated Bank play of the game. What are you thinking? Like, are you like, man, I just got to be ready, or like Mike has complete trust, it seems like?
No, I mean, obviously, for me as a rookie, my head is spinning in these moments. This is all new to me. I'm just trying to be ready, make sure I'm ready when my number's called. So, but yeah, it's fun having guys like him on your side throughout the game, just to keep you lighthearted, keep a laugh and smile on your face.
Yeah, for sure. All right, coming up, a Packers franchise record, and Josh Jacobs. The team didn't want him to play, but he explains why he was able to and rushed for another 2 touchdowns. Next on Inside the Huddle, presented by Network Health.
I'm sure the analytic guys will love this one, but the probability of us kicking a field goal there versus throwing a Hail Mary, I would say it would heavily be in favor of a long field goal right there. How about that? Franchise record. Unbelievable. Hell of a job.
Indeed it was. Lucas Haversick broke Mason Crosby's old franchise record by 3 yards, and he had some room to spare. A 61-yarder to end the half turned out to be crucial in the grand scheme of things. Were you a little surprised when Matt sent out the field goal unit and decided not to go Hail Mary?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I'm just, like I said, I'm a rookie. So at that point, I'm just like, hey, I'm with whatever he's with. And so at that point, I mean, watch him go out there and kick that, man, that was big. I mean, especially to spark us going into the second half. Like, I mean, I'm very, very excited for him in his career. It's been awesome to watch him do what he does.
It's funny because I think Micah's like, I don't even know half the name of the guys on the team. Obviously, and like Lucas just showed up 2 weeks ago, and then he hasn't missed yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
It is.
All right, this season, the Green Bay Packers have scored 18 touchdowns. For every touchdown, Sargento donates $2,000 to fight hunger in Wisconsin. So that's $36,000 so far. Those generous donations will be shared by the Hunger Task Force in Milwaukee and Paul's Pantry in Green Bay. 8 of those touchdowns come courtesy of this man. Josh Jacobs has 2 in each of his last 3 games. Those 8 rushing touchdowns, second most in the NFL. Even more impressive, he was a game-time decision while he dealt with a calf injury.
You know, this organization, they do a really good job of, protecting the players. And, they really didn't really want me to play today. It was one of them things where I kind of had to, convince them. But at the end of the day, I feel like, you also got to know who you talking to. And I'm one of them guys, man, if I feel like I can spin and I'm not going to hurt the team by trying to, play, then I'm going to go out there and give it everything I got.
Jacobs said he was on a snap count. How has he been as a leader for this team, especially you as a rookie?
I mean, man, just leading by example. Like you said, I mean, dealing with, like, injuries and things and then going out there and performing the way he does, I mean, that sparks the team. And I let him know that. I mean, we, like, literally watch him go out there and do what he does. It lights us up as a defense. Like, I mean, look at this guy. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he's a really good leader on and off the field, and I'm thankful to be in the locker room with guys like him.
He's been pretty good so far this year. Coming up, a draft experience that many fourth-rounders do not get to our experience. Barryn did. We'll reminisce about that when Inside the Huddle returns.
This young man is here today, so we want to introduce him. So give him a good round of applause. With the 124th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Barryn Sorrell, defensive end, Texas.
We obviously talked with you a lot during draft weekend. Walk me through, just kind of, if people aren't aware, if they don't remember, just walk me through what that entire week was like for you.
Man, I mean, it was just a blessing. That's all I could say. I mean, it was one of the most important week of my life. Obviously, this is what I worked for my whole life leading up into that experience. Didn't know it was going to go like that if you would have told me a week before it happened, but I'm happy that it went that way. And I mean, I wouldn't rather it go any other way. I'm so blessed and thankful to be here. I mean, just looking at my rookie season so far, being around the people that I'm around, being a part of this team, a part of this organization, like, it just couldn't have gone any better. But I mean, that week it was a journey. Just waiting around, never, not knowing when your name's gonna get called, but just got to be ready. And then also just at that point, I just was like, I know that God has a good plan for me, and I'm gonna trust in that. And I mean, it couldn't have gone any better. Going into the draft, what was your agent telling you? What were you kind of expecting a range for when to go? Yeah, so we were projecting day 2. That was the day that we were all like, I dressed up in the suit and everything, went in there for the whole night, and didn't get the call. And at that point, had to make a decision about what we wanted to do moving forward. And once again, I mean, all I could do is just thank God and give thanks to just being patient for things to turn out the way they did. When you got the call, like you saw a 920 area code, did you know immediately it was Green Bay? No, I had no idea. I mean, like I said, you got to think about it. Like, I mean, in that moment, it's been a long week, just waiting around. Like, I get the call, and I just, like, remember I'm looking at my mom, like, I mean, is this even real? Like, so I just answered it, and then boom, and everything just happened so fast, man. Like, just being able to get embraced by the community right away. Like, at that point, I just knew how special this organization was. When you walked out and you saw all the Packer fans there, like, going crazy for a guy who just happened to be there on day 3, that had to have been really cool. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, you just feel the love, and I'm just so thankful for the way they embrace me. And I mean, that just kind of adds to my motivation for, I mean, how I want to play and go and put on a show for them out there. Because I mean, just for them to have my back and show that type of love from just the second I was selected, I mean, that means something. I mean, very, very. I'm always hold that moment very dear to my heart. Yeah, for sure. A big matchup this Sunday night coming up. You guys are heading to Pittsburgh to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, just some other guy. Matt LaFleur said on Monday, that storyline's for us in the media more than you guys in the locker room. There's only 13 current players on the Packers that played with Rodgers, only 4 that played with him for more than a year. Did you watch much of the Packers at all growing up? Like, how much are you aware of, like, what Aaron Rodgers meant to this community and this team? I mean, I've been a football fan all my life, so I mean, obviously a guy like Aaron Rodgers and what he's done here, I mean, I've heard about him a lot, and I'm just happy I get to go out there and share the field with him. But also, at the end of the day, it's just another opportunity to go out there and play some football. So I'm happy. Matt says this is a storyline just for us in the media. Do you think he's going to bring that up at all this week, or is he legit like we are just focusing just on Pittsburgh? It's not just about Aaron. Yeah, no, I think it's just going to be focusing about, I mean, what is going to affect this game. And I mean, at that point, what's going to get us to win. And I mean, he's been doing a very good job of making sure we're prepared. So he'll make sure we're prepared for whatever we need to know going into this game. And all of us as a team is just going to continue to trust in him and, walk behind him. And I feel like that's why things have been going good. 4-1-1 so far, looking to move to 5-1-1. All right, a reminder to follow us on social media. ITH Green Bay on Instagram, at Inside the Huddle on TikTok, ITH Green Bay on Facebook. Find us online at ithgreenbay.com. You can listen to the Inside the Huddle podcast on Spotify and anywhere you get your podcasts. Inside the Huddle presented by Network Health. We'll be right back. We are back on the 25th anniversary of Inside the Huddle, presented by Network Health. Obviously, your first moment in Lambeau Field the day you're drafted. I know you said you're excited to get a better Lambeau leap in. But family night, kind of walk through, what was that like for you? Obviously, the first time you get a chance to see what Lambeau is and packed for a practice. Man, it was just so fun. The fans, like, it was electric. Just for, like you said, like a scrimmage. I mean, the way the community just comes together here, I mean, it excites me so much, and I'm just been very thankful and blessed to be a part of it. But even just for the practices throughout training camp, I mean, the fans are out there, like, it's been fun. They bring energy every single day, so it's been fun. That is Network Health, your hometown advantage health plan. All right, let's go some rapid fire questions here. Your thoughts on snow? Like I said, I only seen it twice, so I'm like, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of unfamiliar territory there, but looking forward to, finding out. Let's see.
What's the favorite vacation you've ever been on?
Man, I'd say going to. I was a big Disney kid growing up. I went to Disney a couple times, and
Land or World?
World.
Okay.
World. Disney World. That you couldn't miss me. You couldn't miss with that one.
I loved it. Did that a lot growing up too. If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
Man, I like I said, I went to Texas and I have a corporate communications degree, so I would hopefully be able to do something with that. But man, I can't see a world without football in it.
Are there any similarities between Steve Sarkisian and Matt LaFleur?
Yeah, they both call plays. They both call plays.
What is Matthew McConaughey like?
Man, I'm trying to describe him. It's like he's just a person with some great energy to be around. Like, I mean, he comes to the games, he's on the sidelines, and like every time it's just like you get excited when you see that guy.
Is he like McConaughey in the movies? Is he like doing the like all right?
No, he's not. I mean, I think that'd be kind of weird if he just walked around saying quotes, but no, I mean, he's just himself, and he's a really cool guy off the camera.
What is the feel of Green Bay kind of like a college town, like the feel of Austin in your mind?
Yeah, I would say so, especially just the way that like the fans rally behind everything we do here, and like I could see that comparison.
You haven't been in Green Bay long. What's the best place you've been to eat so far in Green Bay? What's your favorite restaurant you've been to, if you can remember a name?
I'd say I go with Play Bistro. Play Bistro, I've been there a couple of times. It was really good.
Do you guys do D-line outings? I know, like we had Sean Ryan on. He said they do offensive line outings.
Yeah, we do some, but we mainly just order. They usually order wings and order stuff in, so we haven't like been out anywhere.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd say Play Bistro.
Nice. All right. When we come back on Inside the Huddle, we will break down again the game coming up against Pittsburgh and look about how Barron's first year has gone so far. You're watching Inside the Huddle, presented by Network Health. Next week, our special guest host on Inside the Huddle, second-year pro safety Javon Bullard. It will be his first time guest hosting, so Barron's going to have to give him some tips. What was your first welcome to the NFL, holy cow, I'm in the NFL moment, would you say?
Man, I'd say just going out for that first preseason game, like just realizing, like, I mean, this is a real football game, and just going out there, taking the field, like, I mean, I don't think it got. I mean, that, and then obviously going out for regular season, I feel like that heightened a little bit, even more. But yeah, I'd say just going out there, getting ready, walking in that tunnel, like you just really realize it's like, man, this is it.
When you started to play more a little bit lately. What do you like about what you've been able to do so far?
Yeah, I mean, just being a young guy and like earning the trust of everybody around me, I feel like that's the biggest thing I'm trying to do early on. And then obviously as I continue to get better, go out there and make more plays. But right now I'm just happy that I'm out there earning the trust of my teammates and earning the trust of these coaches for them to put me in the game and key situations.
Should be fun next week, Sunday night, Packers. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers will break it all down with Javon Bullard next week. Thanks to Barryn Sorrell. Thanks for watching Inside the Huddle. Have a great week.
I'm a first man.